young Metro, don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you.
What's up? What's up, everybody? How y'all doing today? It's your boy AD, and that's all day. Might have some new people showing up. You never know. Might be some new people show up and want to hear about what I got to say about the BET Awards this year and tell y'all what I think about the show. Tell y'all what happened, who was there, talk about some of the awards, talk about some of the things that should have been there, and all of that other stuff. And might give some maybe a little updates here and there, maybe towards the end, maybe. But we're gonna try to get through this though, because this show is like almost 4 hours long. And yeah, it's somewhat a lot to talk about, but we're gonna make some points real quick. So let me get up in here so we can get this. All right, you there? Uh, I see two. Why do I see two?
What is happening? Why is my stuff doing this? Hold on. I might have to leave and
No,
come
I hear
back.
you. I hear
I
you
was
now.
in the process. I can't. It's moving really slow. I can't
It's
hear you.
it's two of
I
them.
might have
Should
to
I?
leave and come back.
Hold on. Let me try to add this other one. All right, try now. Not nothing. Yeah, try. I don't know. I guess try leaving and coming back. I'm just trying to fix this, y'all. My bad. Shouts out to Lord SOS. What's up, man? What's going on, bro? You said the first one sounded fine. Yeah, it did sound fine, but then she said she couldn't hear me though. So maybe when she come back, she could probably hear me. But I'll say a few things about it though. Like a few things to say before she get in. Like I said, the show was like 4 hours long, so that was surprising because it really was like three or supposed to be three and a half. Went for like four. And like I said in my one little community post, it was a roller coaster ride, man, for sure, for sure. Like it had its ups and it had its downs. You know what I'm saying? It was some things that I liked that I felt was cool, and it was some things that I was like, I don't know about this. This isn't really what's hot in the streets to me and whatnot. But regardless of it, I still like to watch it every year because it only happens once a year. You know, I watch some of the other awards now. I don't watch all of them, but I do watch the Grammys to see what's going on with that. I'm trying to think of any other ones we watch. We might watch the Soul Train Awards. Soul Train Awards be pretty good sometimes. Um, but a lot of them, nah, we don't really watch like that. Just sitting here waiting on her. But it was a lot of people that was there. Like honestly, I think this was some of the most performances in the show I've ever seen. I've ever seen. And they kind of did do the same thing on the Grammys. They did like because this show did feel a lot like the Grammys, to be honest, or was it last year's Grammys? But it was different. It was different, and I do think it was more into this show. I really do. Um, I'm going to the details soon. You said medical one day, show another day. Money is one busy man. LOL. Do you sleep? I ain't gonna lie. I have been getting less sleep, like not as much, but I've been picking it back up. I know, right? Is because I still want to do my videos and stuff, right? Even though I have been more busy. Okay, let's try it this time. Let's see what happens.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear
It's
me?
cool. Yeah, I can hear you. What's up?
Okay.
I can hear you. Okay, so it was technical difficulties because when I first came in, I went to chat because I'm on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to chat just to see, what was going on in the chat while I was waiting. And
Mm-hmm.
when I went to chat, look at me, I'm finna literally do it again. When I went to chat, they was like, join the chat. So I'm like, okay, so I can type here. But instead of it doing that, which I thought it was gonna do, it took me out of here and was about to take me to YouTube.
Oh wow.
So that's how all that happened. And when I tried to come back, everything was working real slow. It was just too much. So now it's cool. If I want to chat, because usually I can't do both. So I have YouTube
Mm-hmm.
open on the side. So now I got it the normal way. I just thought maybe that was could have been quicker. So yes,
It
hello.
sound good. It sound good.
It sound good.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. All right. Cause I'm like,
All right.
oh, that literally happened.
I feel you. So I told them, we gonna get through the show first, and then we might give maybe a few updates at the end. But we gonna get through this show because this show was kind of long. But just like like before you had came in, I kind of gave them an overall summary of how I felt about it. Like so, just out the gate, like how did you feel overall about the show?
I felt like it was like good and bad. If it was a scale, instead of just be jumping back and forth. Cause they had me with the old school and all the classics, legends. I felt like that was pretty good. They did pretty good with that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I like honestly I do like how they stretched it out instead of just having like one big performance with them back to back to back to back.
Mm-hmm.
I
True.
like how
True.
yeah. I think they really actually did a good job with that. They did a good job with sound production. They did a good job with all of that. It's just honestly, the new performers and the new songs, uh, that was kind of lame. Honestly,
Yeah.
maybe one was entertaining, but mostly it's like I don't know. Maybe they could have just stuck with the old school and saved that other stuff for next year when they not honoring 50 years of hip hop.
Right, because that's what made this BET award so big because it was the 50-year anniversary of hip hop, which is a big monumental moment. You know, it's been around for
Yeah.
a long time now, and now it has time to evolve. And that's one thing I did like about the show. They did show the evolution of hip hop and music because, like you said, they had the old and they had the new. They had a lot of old and they had a decent amount of new. But the problem was is that I felt like it should have been more focused on the older stars because a lot of these new ones is sad because a lot of the new ones actually got single performances and a lot of the older ones just kept getting thrown out real quick, one after another. You come out, do your song real quick, come out with your people real quick, you gone. Then they just
Mhm.
kept moving
Mhm.
it. They'll do maybe like 4 or 5 in a row, and it's sad because you know they coming out singing and rapping a lot of those hit classic
Right.
songs that
Let
you
them
really
get
like.
more time. I agree. I think what they could have done was because then they threw people off. Like, yeah, I know the songs. I particularly didn't. I don't. Some of these new songs, I feel old because I'm just not with it. Some of them,
Right.
but like the older people. Honestly, I think the 50th celebration would really be for maybe the older generation. So I'm like, and not even that old. I mean, 90s people who was like teenagers in the 90s, they're not that old right now. So I don't even mean that old. But I mean, they could have had put them with the new entertainers,
Mm-hmm.
but had them incorporated in their songs, brought them out, let them perform. But I think they should have performed more tributes than, hey, let's play these songs. All right, now let's
Yeah.
go ahead and throw a new performer out with one of their songs. Y'all, I think that threw people off. I
Yeah.
can't how I'm gonna go from listening to Ja Rule and then in the next second it's Coi Leray. Like my ears are getting very confused.
Yeah, like, and that's a big problem. Like, I feel like they really just used a lot of the older talent to try to promote the newer talent instead of it being like a real tribute for the older talent. It felt more like a push
A
for the new people.
competition.
Right, for the new, because I mean, like I said, the new people clearly got more time, clearly got their own performances, clearly, and it was a lot of them. And what's so sad about it, all these new people are just really female artists who all rap about the same thing and do the same thing. So that's kind of sad. And then they get to playing all this good music that be real hits that can really, because I noticed that with the performances, I noticed a lot of times when the older artists would come out, they would show the crowd, they would show the
Mhm.
audience, they're singing the songs, they're dancing, they're vibing. I'm gonna get to some of these tracks, man. Some of these tracks you wouldn't believe people would vibe to, but then at the same time,
Yeah.
people know this music. But then they'll play the new people, and here it go. They're not even showing the audience and stuff.
They're not showing it because it's a difference. That's why I'm like, okay, they could have had just had the new artists. Y'all come out, and if anything, they should have been the ones coming out first. Like it was really backwards. The
Yeah,
new artist should come out first as an opening act to each of the older artists that came out. They should come out first, and then they should get like a small little segment of their songs, and then bring out the artists that we was celebrating, and then had them. They could have stayed on stage and just rapped their songs. You see what I'm saying?
yeah. I'm
So
finna tell.
it should have been the other way around.
Yeah, it should have been not them get all the spotlight and the shine.
Right.
They're already a winning all the awards. I mean, what do y'all expect, man?
And then the older artists are the ones who came out as an opening act.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yep. They literally had Crime Mob and Ray Shamurd in a pre-show, which is kind of sad because, well, especially for Ray Shamurd because of how big they were. Now they treat them
Yeah.
as low class. I mean, that performance was literally like the same performance they did at the Pro Bowl, but I think this one at the BET was better. Laura SOS said it's like the cipher effect. They got skills, these new gals, but they all saying the same thing, trying to be hard and stuff. And I agree. And what a lot of people don't understand is that it really comes off lame, corny, and goofy. It doesn't
Mhm.
like it's nothing really likable, especially when everybody's doing it. What they
Exactly.
just slightly look different. Come on, and I'm getting tired of these raunchy, deep voice chicks too. Oh, what's up with these chicks with these deep,
Oh gosh.
raunchy voice,
Yes. And
basically acting lame and goofy? Like that is not hardcore. That is not like that stuff is really lame,
just
honestly.
acting really rough.
And they trying to push it as if it's something cool and it make you cool. No, it don't. That stuff do not make you cool at all. And again, it's nothing to remember. Like all of this stuff that we were hearing, well, with a lot of those new artists, ain't nobody gonna be singing it or rapping that stuff 5 years from now. And I
Mm-mm.
know ain't nobody gonna be thinking about. I'm finna start saying some of them. They ain't even
Mm-hmm.
gonna be thinking about them. Why? Because it's not really good and it's not really creative. What up, Sloppy? So,
They're not really gonna make. They're not classics. They're not creating classics anymore. They're not real
mm-hmm,
true entertainers. There's not none of that.
yeah.
And I don't like that whole roughness with the rap either. The only one I kind of liked performance was Coily Ray, cause that song is half decent. It's not just extremely ratchet. Your voice not like a man on the
Mm-hmm.
whole track. It's just half decent, half decent. I kind of enjoyed that. That was about it. I mean, I don't like. Why are you sounding like that? I never did like it, and I didn't even know because I be late to the new entertainers sometimes, and I see them usually before I hear them. So I heard some of these tracks like, whoa, so this is really what the tracks sound like. Okay.
Some of them performances were like, whoa. Yeah, yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. Ace, I
Pff,
agree. It's like these girls be coming out, be rapping about some of the nastiest. Like, I mean, some of
yeah.
these lyrics are very questionable and suspect. And when
And the
you really think
thing,
about it,
yes. And then you want to compare it to, well, men used to do it. Well, if a man's song was that ratchet, honestly, no. You wasn't seeing like I know y'all know some of them real ratchet songs. You don't see them performed on live TV. No, you don't. You had to listen to that underground. If you listen to a song that was that ratchet back in the day, it wasn't performed on live TV. No, it wasn't. You only would get so far.
yeah,
Like
and
I say,
yeah,
like 50 Cent in
yeah,
the candy shop. It, that song kind of ratchet, right?
uh huh.
But you only get so far though. It wouldn't just be like 100% discuss. Lyrics just that bad.
And a lot of the artists that we know that are really good, they went through an
They
evolution themselves. Like they did a tribute on Busta Rhymes, and Busta Rhymes did go through an evolution. And these artists of today are really not. They're not gonna evolve. They're gonna stay on the same level. Sloppy said new
mhm.
rap is kind of basic, no linguistic or wordplay in it. Yeah, it's more about making people just want to think certain goofy stuff than really trying to be good at what you do. Now, let me tell some of the people that was there because I ain't even told people there who was there.
All right, cause we was all in the performance and the people. Now we can talk about right some of the artists who was there, who wasn't there, cause it's a 50 year of hip hop. So let's see what hip hop was actually there.
Now, the people that was there, it was a lot, man, a lot. They even had like certain even other people like actors and comedians like Marlon Wayans. They had Diddy's son on there. They had a lot of the older artists. I was very happy about Soldier Boy. I wanted to see him. They definitely
Hey,
had Ja Rule. They had Big Daddy Kane. They had, I think, yeah, Redman was there. I mean, damn near anybody you could think of, man. The dudes who sung Swag and Surf.
that's what I did like about it. I like
Uh-huh.
how they went through like not they kind of missed some people, but I do like how they actually went through different eras of hip hop. That I
Yeah,
did like instead of just doing your normal basic and just literally focused on like the 80s or 90s.
yeah.
I like
They
how
went
they went to
they
like
went through
each
all the
one.
phases. They went through pretty
Right.
much all the phases, even the southern phase we had.
I
Right.
like
And
that.
East Coast, right? And they really went through all of it, which was cool because a lot of those songs, like I said, you gonna remember and you gonna like.
Yeah.
You know them. You know them. Even that's how you know the music was better. If you could still sing these songs, play these songs 10, 20 years later and still
Yeah.
remember them, yeah, that's
All
some
of
good
that was
stuff.
hip hop. They went from 90s, then the late 90s, then the early 2000s, mid 2000s, late 2000s, and then that's just was the throw off to me. Like, 'cause every time they was done, all right, now let's play a song from today. Maybe y'all should have just migrated it, and then at the end played a song from today.
Yeah,
Something like that.
and Ace plays. I don't really know about that, honestly. I don't really know about that case, and that's what I didn't like. I didn't like the fact that you play all this good music, and then right after that, here's this artist.
Right.
Here's Ice Spice. Here's Lotto. Here's
I think
It's so many
they
of
should
them,
have saved it. They should have, and then they did good with that. They did really good with going through each genre of hip hop. I mean,
hmm
genre, each era of hip hop. But then that's where they messed up. At. I think they could have just saved it. So, like at the end, right before Busta Rhymes' tribute, at the
hmm
end, that should have been the moment. And then they should have did them that way. Like, all right, now let's throw on all the new artists, all of
Yeah.
them, Ice Spice, all of them, Lotto, all of these, everybody, Coco, all of that, at the
Right.
end, back to back, and then end the show like that.
Coco Jones.
They should have did that. Then just throw them on, boom, like they did with like some people do when they throw in all type of people real quick. Like, all right, now you get like 20 seconds. All of y'all go at the end.
I
They
do
could have just
remember
did
that.
that.
Lord SOS. I do remember that. Must Dance 1999. What up, Bio? Money AD.
Hello,
What's good?
bio.
Popping, bro. What's
Hey,
good?
hey, hey.
But you are
We
right about.
going. That
But
could
it
have
was
been
it was
cool.
way more artists than what I mentioned. Way, I mean, you had
It was a lot.
The Yin Yang twins, man, and Migos did. Now they did. It was some other ones like Migos. They did have a performance and they did a tribute. You know what I'm saying, for Takeoff, right? He was the one that passed away, right?
Yeah, Takeoff passed away, so they did that. I was actually kind of shocked because they've been acting as if um Offset and Quavo was have not been getting along.
Right, right.
So I was actually kind of shocked to look at the stage and see them two. I'm like, what?
It was a little shocking to me as well because it was just like you said, them two, and it was a tribute. But I think the biggest shock, and let me point this out, I think the
What?
biggest shock about that performance is the fact that Little Uzi Vert did not come out and perform with them,
I
and they
know.
and they did Bad and Bougie. And what makes it so crazy is the fact that the show began with Lil
With
Uzi Vert.
Uzi,
It literally began with him. And my opinion about Lil or Uzi Vert, real quick, I think he's a character, man. I think the dude is
he's just a
funny.
little
Like,
loose. He
like
loose.
I'm not gonna say he's like a super cold tight artist, but I'm gonna say he's he's a character to me. But like that's one of his most memorable songs was him, Lil
Mhm.
Uzi, and Bad and Bougie. So I felt like that was kind of a downgrade for the
Yeah.
Migos, which is kind of sad because y'all were Migos. If anything, y'all were bigger than them. Just like what I was saying with Ray Shamur. Ray Shamur was huge.
I
Huge.
know.
Ray
I think Ray
Shamur
Shamur
did
should
a
have
lot
been
of
included.
bodies.
Ray Shamur should have been included with the normal show.
I think so too.
Honestly, I think Scrappy should have too. But
Yeah.
honestly, Ray Shamur should have been included over Scrappy because I just think so. But I think Scrappy should have been included in the real show too when they
Yeah.
start showing the Southern people.
Yep. And it's the same way with the older artists. Like those artists that y'all was basically comparing to the newer artists were way bigger. Were way
Thank
bigger
you.
and
And then
selling way more.
some of those new artists have very long performances. Y'all
Yes.
could have cut
Very
some of
long.
those in half and added Ray Shamur and Lil Scrappy and Crime Mob.
Yes.
Y'all could have done that.
And again, it was way more people than I mentioned. Like it was so many people. It's hard to even remember them all. But most of the old performances were pretty damn good. And you could tell when you watch them older artists, they still got it. A lot of them older artists, I'm telling you, if they came out today, they would sell. They would sell way harder than majority of the new ones. That's why they was
Yes.
trying to force the new ones down your throat by giving them more time and giving them all these awards and stuff to make you think that the new ones were better. When reality, the older ones is what really made that show come alive. What's up,
Yes.
Doberman X? My top 10 rappers all time, Tupac, Jeezy. Yep, Jeezy was another one who was there. He didn't do the song I wanted him to do, but Jeezy was there. Pastor Troy, I used to like Pastor Troy. Lord Infamous, I used to fuck with him. Zero, I remember Zero. Soldier Slim, aka Magnolia Slim, Player Fly, DJ Paul, Juvenile, and BG. A lot of those artists you mentioned weren't there except Jeezy.
That's a lot of people, honey.
Shit, I wish like Mystical, I wish Silk the Shocker and Mystical and them would have been with Master P. Cause Master P, he came out too, but here it go. He's do his verse and gone. Like I want to hear Mystical.
That
I
was
want
so
to hear
quick.
what's up, Jamari. Good to see you, bro.
Jamare, thank
Been
you.
a while. Much love to my man Jamari. You've been
Much love.
a great supporter for a while. Keep up the
Yeah.
amazing work, my brother and queen. Thanks a lot, bro. Stay
Thank
safe.
you. We
You too,
appreciate
man.
you.
Thanks a lot, Jamari.
We definitely appreciate you, Jamari.
And
Um, what was you about to say? Because I was about to say something about the performances.
go ahead, go ahead.
That's another thing. And I don't want to just seem like I'm picking on the new generation. What am I
Mm-hmm.
doing? Am I echoing? Or is that me?
Nah, you good. You good.
Yeah. Okay. I felt like I was echoing. But I don't want to feel like I'm picking on the new generation. But a lot of those performances from the new generation was not that good. The top
Mm,
two I will call out that I think was not that good would have to be Coco Jones,
mm. Who's
the
not really hip
singing.
hop.
Yeah, and that wasn't hip hop. That wasn't. It wasn't. That was clearly R&B. And the singing
And
wasn't that
I have
good.
no idea where this push came from. Coco Jones just gets this magical push out of nowhere.
Hmm.
But keep going.
The singing wasn't that good. And I understand, sometimes it's not easy to sing live, especially when you dancing and stuff. But
Right.
she wasn't dancing. She was just like a normal little live singing, and it just
Yeah,
wasn't that good.
I agree.
Um,
Agree. Her
hmm
performance was not that good. It wasn't.
no, it wasn't. And number two, Ice Spice stage presence terrible. Okay, there was like zero connection for me to like the audience and her. It was like a zero
Yeah, I
connection.
love
All you did was
360.
just it was just like looking at a robot going around
Well,
with the
salute,
dancers.
Brandon. Salute, my
Hey,
homeboy Brandon.
Brandon,
We got
that
Tack
was
Man.
it.
What's up? Congratulations to you both. God bless the newborn baby, Mr. AD and Drea. Thanks a lot, Tack Man. I
Thank
really
you,
appreciate
Tech Man.
it. Yeah, I'll give people a few updates probably once we
Yeah,
get done talking about this. Chi-Town, Bonnie and Clyde. Thanks a lot,
hey, thank you so much. It's been a blessing. It's been a journey. I made it to this stream, though. I made it to this stream. We're gonna definitely give some updates before we go.
and the performance also they also touched other aspects like we had a whole Jamaican little
Oh
phase where a
yeah, they
lot
did.
of Jamaican music was being played. They did a lot of other phases as well too. Now everybody who came out I did not know, but majority of people I did know, except some of the new ones. I mean, even some of the new ones they're just study throwing at you over and over again. I can't believe Beyonce still won an award. She
I
still
know.
won.
She still won one. You're not gonna end no show without Queen B.
You funny tech man. Right,
You
right.
want us to slip it out, huh? Just let it slip.
Brandon said,
Hey,
hey,
Brandon.
y'all having the baby, I'll send the baby shower girl. We already had it.
Uh, you can
Yeah.
still send the gift though, but the baby is here and healthy. Thank God, the baby is here. Everyone.
RP Lord Infamous, Coops the Gangsta Boo 36. Yeah, 36 was one of my favorite rap groups growing up too. And Project Pat, definitely one of my favorite rap groups. Shit, a lot of their albums I knew by heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, hell yeah. I totally fuck with 36 Mafia all day. And Project Pat. Jamari said this young generation is missing a substance message in their songs. It's
Yep.
in neither over sexualizing sex, promoting drugs, downgrading women, or materialism. That's why I listen to old school songs, and I agree. A lot of it
Yep.
is just negative. A lot of the music nowadays, especially in hip hop,
Negative.
a lot of negativity to it. And I think that's what's really hurting him as well. And they're making the negative try to seem like it's cool. Like, but it's just, I mean, like I said, even a lot of the artists back in the day who did used to do negative stuff. At least every once in a while they'll come out with some whole different shit or some
That's what
collab
I'm saying.
be completely different.
I mean, y'all know, I grew up like 2000s. So,
Mm.
but once I got a little bit older, yeah, I can't, I'm pretty basic with it. Yeah, Lil Wayne, Kanye West.
Now them two were not there though. No Lil Wayne, no
Right, no Lil Wayne, no Kanye.
50
But you
Cent,
know they ain't gonna have no Kanye. Y'all know that.
no Timberland. I felt like Timberland should have been there. It,
Right, Lil
but,
Wayne,
but
Kanye, 50.
but it's okay because who they did have there definitely outweighed who they didn't.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You can't fit everybody. It's a lot of hip hop, especially because they went through every year, like every era. So I guess they just like sampled each era.
Yeah, facts,
But
big dog, man. Facts. Nah, you right.
yeah,
And I want to talk about the awards for a second. Now, this is something else that I did not like about the show is the fact that all of the awards pretty much went to women and were about women. And I think that isn't cool. Like for hip hop, I think that's a step back. Like make it more fair and more even. They clearly were just giving stuff away to women. And I'm being honest, really no man won any awards. Like I'm being honest. For that show to be that
right.
long, and I can't even name three guys that won an award. That's kind of sad. So, and now, I mean, but then you got like three or four awards just directly towards women, but nothing really for the dudes like that.
I
That
didn't see none.
just like well, that just like I said, just like a lot of the new performers, they were all women. They wouldn't really
Yeah,
bring in too many new dudes in, like only a few like new
I didn't
guys.
see none. I
I
mean,
think
shoot, I
I
seen
seen
Diddy's
maybe
son.
like one or two. Bio
I
said
seen
my
Diddy's
top.
son.
Yeah, we seen Diddy's
He
son.
ain't
Who
no
does? Who
entertainer
does
though.
look just like him? My top
He
10
doesn't.
favorite rappers are Jay Z, 50 Cent, DMX, Ti, Slim Thug. Ti was there. He was
He was
there
there.
too. Scarface, Eminem, Lloyd
Eminem,
Banks. I used to like Lloyd Banks a lot too, man. I actually had Lloyd Banks albums, Joe. Man, I used to fuck with Lloyd Banks, Rick
Memphis
Ross,
Bleak.
and Memphis Bleak. Yeah. They had Freeway there. Freeway was there. Memphis Bleak was not there. E40 was there. I fucks with E40. He still gets it turned up to this day. Brandon said hip hop now is about short term gratification rather than long term appreciation of the art form. I agree.
Hmm.
I agree. And it's
Right in
like
the art of it, the art, that right there, the key word,
yeah,
the art.
and it's like if you want to do something, do it right. That I'm gonna talk about that too in a second. He said facts money, they favor the women because at one point women weren't getting their due. So now we live
Yeah.
in an era where women get their shine. Yeah. And while men just sit backstage. And I mean, we had
Hmm.
a lot now, older artists, yeah, it was hella male older artists. Hells of them, you know. But the newer ones and who the awards was going to, that's where it was like, huh? Like, what's really going on
And
here?
that's the thing.
And
And
a lot
that's
of
the
those
thing.
female artists, I'm sorry, they're just not good.
They
I'm
not.
being real. Like, if they was good, I would say, like, a lot of female artists of the past, I liked.
We're
I
good.
like the Queen Latifah. I like the Aaliyah. I like the Beyonce. I like a Brandy. I like, I can go on and on and on about female
I
artists that
even
I
like
actually like.
Nicki, and Nicki have
I like Nick.
derogatory songs. But the thing
Yeah.
about Nicki is, I like because she was creative.
Yeah.
Okay, she had
Yeah.
songs that was wild,
And she
but
was
when
good.
Nicki, right, and she was creative and good. It was actually like a different kind of rap. It wasn't about what she was saying, negative, and she was actually creative, and the music was good. That's why I like Nicki. The new stuff, they
Freeway
just
is awesome, but
sounded
Memphis
like
Bleak
men.
was better. I used to really like Memphis Bleak too. I used to really think he was good.
I do not know this Memphis Bleak.
Lord Infamous has three sons, which are DJ Paul's paternal nephews and Koopsta Niggas maternal nephews. They rappers from a group called C to Six. They are Lil Infamous, Loco doing and Ant doing. See, I didn't know that. Now that I didn't know. but I know about them. But I didn't know they were all like related like that. Brandon said my top 10 are Pop, Biggie. Who else he say?
In the same pot, okay?
Okay, they in the same pot. Okay, okay. Oh, that's a good one right there to talk about. You said Big L, Nas, Jay Z, and Jadakiss. Jay Z wasn't there. Jadakiss was there,
He
and
was.
Jadakiss had hair. This man
Jadakiss has
had
hair now. What is
hair.
happening?
Oh, I couldn't even recognize him. Just like Jeezy. Jeezy in there looking like, who was he looking like?
Flow Rider.
Flow Rider. I promise. I'm like, right, we like, is that Flow Rider? It's Jeezy. Like, what in the hell?
Jeezy was looking just like Flow Rider, y'all. I don't know
They
when
had
that happened.
they had Chief Keef there too, man. Hey, and it got
Chief
lit.
Keef.
It got lit when Chief Keef
Chief
came out there.
Keef.
Like I said, certain people came out and it got lit. It seemed like, especially towards the end of the show. I think the show did get better towards the end. Cause
It
they
did.
just start bringing in everybody. Then Ja Rule came in there. You know I was turned
Ja
up when
Rule
Ja Rule
came,
came in
y'all.
there.
He didn't know what to do. He went to the bathroom. As soon as he went to the bathroom, I'm like, uh-oh, Ja Rule here, Ja Rule here.
What's my motherfucking name? But he didn't do that song though. He didn't do that though. But I ain't care because it was Ja Rule. I wanted him to fucking sing the whole fucking track, man. I wish a lot of those old artists could have just got their personal time. Let them get more time. If it's a 50-year anniversary, okay, let them get their shine. Now, Busta Rhymes, because that's who the tribute was for. Now, I will give them this. The Busta Rhymes tribute was great. It was
Yeah.
great. I ain't gonna lie. It was good. It was deep. It was kind of emotional. And it was good
Oh,
because
he did get emotional.
it got a little emotional and he got to perform pretty much all of his hits. And while he was doing all his hits, he had that one dude. Because remember, I was like, man, what
He
that
was
one
there.
Busta Rhymes always used to be with? You know, the little short, light skinned dude. Like, what happened to
Uh-huh.
him? He was there too. I
I
was
heard
like,
that's his
damn,
brother. I think that's his
that's his
brother.
brother.
Uh-huh. I seen somebody write it. We're gonna have to
I
Google
forget
it.
his name.
They said that is his brother. That's why he always by his side.
Man, and then they had other people coming in and out while Buster was doing his track. So that ending was long,
That was
but
good.
it wasn't the end. They actually did do more stuff after that, but it felt like they could have ended it right
And
there.
that could have been the grand finale right there. Rod Digger was there. I missed her though,
Yep,
but
you
she was
Rod Digger,
there.
Fat Joe, what's her name? Right, who be with Fat Joe all the time? Remy Ma, she was
Remy
there,
Ma. Oh yeah, they did all the way up.
all the way up.
BET Awards. And that's the thing. I really don't remember that many awards. All I remember is the performances.
The performances definitely outweighed the awards. Definitely.
Well, I'll tell y'all something else too. They have been doing that a lot, like just throwing in a lot of
Hmm.
old school music to help the show. And this year they got away with it because it was the 50th year anniversary. But they
Right.
have been doing that a lot anyways. Like low key, they couldn't even do these shows without including older music. They couldn't stand on their feet with just this music alone. I haven't seen it done yet.
Nah, you right. You right. And that's the problem. That is the problem. Like I said, even songs that you wouldn't think people would get up and turn up to, they were turning up to. Like when Soldier Boy came out and he did Crank That, man, damn near everybody in the audience was doing Crank That. And I'm not
Yes.
even joking. I'm not even joking. But it show you how good that music really was. Even if you thought it
Yes.
was corny, you still was like, hey
You
man, that
liked
was
it.
kind of a hit. And it gets you up. We want something we can vibe to, feel good to,
Mhm.
dance to, rap to. Styles P came out and I was lit when Styles P came out. I turned up. He did I get high, I get high, I
Oh,
get
right,
high.
right. That's him.
Or
And
even
it is.
everybody in the audience rapping that song. And that song
Yeah.
is like old as ever. But here go everybody in the audience singing, doing Styles P like it was yesterday. No
Mhm.
BS.
And that's the thing. And it's not just because it's new versus old music. Because
Hmm.
even like take it like 10 years ago or 15 years ago.
Yeah.
2013, between 2013 and like 2005. They
Mm-hmm.
still had, I remember BT always had the part, and me and my brothers and sisters used to call it the boring part because BT Awards always had the part for like 20 minutes at the end of the show, close, where
Mm-hmm.
they played old music. And sometimes it'd be decent old music, but sometimes we just like, ah, here come the boring part.
Yeah. They did a lot
But
of tributes too. They did. They did a tribute to a lot of
yeah,
people who
yeah,
passed.
they always did that. They always had segments in the show where they show older music. But back then, though, during the whole show, like even my mom, like older people would still like our music. It
Right.
wasn't just like they just can't wait till that older music come. No, we liked the whole show. We
Right.
just didn't feel like seeing the older part. But it wasn't like the whole show was nothing until that older part came on. Kind of like it is now,
Yeah, and a lot of the other good ones that we had, like career, either or their careers got ruined, or they just don't have as good of an image as what they used to, and that kind of sucks because those artists were kind of good, like a R. Kelly or a
yeah.
Trey Songz,
Chris
or
Brown,
or even Chris Brown. A lot of those artists, no matter what you want to say about them, they were
they
damn,
were our artists.
and they came out with great albums. When them albums came out, and these artists used to make albums like clockwork, and still would the shit be good as hell, like through the whole damn
Hmm.
album. You know what I'm saying? And it was great. And now you can't even get a lot of them because all the little BS,
There's
or
something
their
wrong with their
careers just not
image.
being good is what it be. But we have hip hop has come a very, very, very long way, and it seems like such a short amount of time. Big Dome said
Yeah.
BG has a rapper son called TY. BG's son TY sounds like his dad when he raps too. Oh, BG,
Hmm.
so he got a son. I know TY Dollar Sign. You
Right. I
remember
was just
him?
about to say that. I know Ty Dolla
Right,
Sign.
you remember TY Dollar Sign? Remember when he used to be
He was
big?
good.
He
You
ain't
know
even
who else
big
was
no more.
missing?
Who?
Wiz Khalifa. I like
True.
Wiz Khalifa
Or
music.
Snoop. No Snoop. No
No
Snoop.
Snoop.
I used to like Wiz Khalifa. It took me a while to get into Wiz Khalifa. Like when he
Me
first came
too.
out, I wasn't really into him like that. But then after some years went by, I started fucking with him. I was like, yeah, I could fuck with
He was
Wiz,
good.
man. His shit was pretty good.
It took me a while.
I
My
like it's
friend used
some
to like
songs
him.
right now I could think of
Yeah,
besides Black and Yellow.
my friend used to like him right doing that black and yellow stage, and I used to like that dye. You know, that dye was different. I always liked crazy hair color. But I used to be
Mm-hmm.
like, man, I don't like him like that. I don't think he all of that cool. And then it took a while after I heard his music, like, okay, this sounds pretty cool. He's cool.
Right. Whatever happened to Kid Cudi? Whatever happened to him? Kid Cudi was
He was
another
good
one who
too.
was huge and big, man. Imagine if Kid Cudi would have performed. That would have been tight.
True.
That would have been tight. It was some other performances that we seen that was a little crazy too. But like I said, it's just hard. It's hard to remember them all, man.
Yeah, I
Man,
mean, it's
it was
other
a lot.
people they ain't have. You Childish Gambino, they don't even talk about him no more.
Yeah,
He
he
was
was big
cool.
as well. Yeah, I used to mess with his music. This is
Kendrick
America.
Lamar,
Right,
now
what
they
happened?
know he should have been there.
No Kendrick. Right, Kendrick should have been there. Then no Lil
How you
Wayne.
not gonna have Kendrick
I mean,
and
Lil
Lil
Wayne.
Wayne?
Lil Wayne is hip hop. I
Lil
mean,
Wayne is.
Lil Wayne is like the definition of hip hop. You know what I'm
Lil
saying?
Wayne is. You
So
can't
for
take
Lil
that from him.
Wayne not to be there, that kind of sucked a little bit.
Lil Wayne is hip hop. I mean, I didn't even, I wasn't a person to listen to rap all day every day. I'm
Hmm.
more of a R&B pop, but I would love listening to Lil Wayne. I like Lil
Hey,
Wayne,
I ain't gonna
Kanye,
lie.
all of that.
We can talk about rock. Hey, rap and R&B and hip hop is not the only stuff I listen to. I listen to rock. I listen
Yeah,
to pretty much whatever if it's good. One day we'll probably talk about those artists one day. But
yeah,
yeah, like it could, but it's still a lot though that I can't even really again bring up because it was just that many. But Busta's performance was pretty good,
he
man.
did good.
Like he still got it. I mean, boy, it was making us feel hot seeing all that sweat drip, man. It looked like it was hot. Watching that felt like you was in the club,
He was, yeah, he made
hot
it.
ass club,
He
and
turned
you
it into a
just
club.
sweating.
He turned it into a club. They ain't had no Young Jock. Young Jock could have been there real quick.
True, Young Jock could have been there. Young Jock was another one who was big. Young Jock was the shit.
He could have
Yeah,
been there real quick.
yeah, done
I
that.
mean, exactly. I mean, it's some people that's not going to be there because you already know they might be too busy or
Hmm.
anything like that. Not to shade Young Jock, but just to reach out to some people that's not like, oh, feel like they can't make it. Maybe Jock could have came. Like I said, Scrappy should have been on the real show. They
Yeah,
could have had room for them.
yeah, Lil Scrappy was there, but like you said, I mean, what about Lil Jon? What about
Oh
Lil
my
Jon?
goodness,
Now that
right?
would have been tight. Lil Jon, I don't write no matter if you think Lil Jon was corny or funny. That would have definitely had it turned up
I don't
too.
think they could have handled Lil Jon. I think Lil Jon would have set that roof on fire.
But they did have the other dude go dum 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 dum
Dun,
dum
dun, 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 dun. They had the Yin Yang twins though.
dum dum dum, and the people who sung that other song too. I can't remember their names. The ones who sung it.
I
What
can't
it is?
remember.
Oh, what's up?
Right.
Can I
I can't remember
get
who really
in
sang
no
that.
goods? Crank you up like you ain't been. So how you really give it up? So give me your
Give me your
number, and
number.
I'll call, and I'll follow that in the mall. Yeah, they played
Hey.
all of that. Oh man,
They
I'm
had
telling you,
E40.
yeah,
They had E40.
E40. Man, I love E40. I love me some E40, man. Tell me when to
And
go.
Fab.
Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go.
Hey.
Tell me when to go.
Oh my God. They had Fabulous.
Oh, Fabulous. Yeah. Fabulous
Mm-hmm.
performance was pretty good. His
He did
Fabulous
good.
was long, too. It was a little longer than normal. Like, did you notice the
Yeah.
Fabulous performance it had good special effects. Yeah, he did Breathe,
Yeah. He deserved it, honestly.
and I love
Fabulous
that song.
deserved it.
Breathe. That's one of
Yeah.
his best songs to me from
He don't
Fabulous.
he deserve it. He don't get that much shine. He
Don't
need
miss
that.
it. Lil Wayne from 1995, Hot Boys through 2006, Like Father, Like Son is my best favorite era. Lil Wayne, yeah, he was wonderful. Man,
Awesome. And
it's so many songs I could think of,
Lil
Big Doe, in
Wayne.
that era alone, right? That was just straight hits.
Lil Wayne
And that
all
was back
day.
when he was young too, man. Those was the good days, right? And then
Y'all know somebody?
I know. So yeah, we was talking about Fabulous. Fabulous stuff was pretty good. It was more.
Y'all, y'all know somebody else they was missing?
Who?
Gucci Mane.
Nah, no Gucci man. No
No Gucci.
nah, he wasn't it was somebody else that was just on my head that I felt like was there who did something. Cause again, it was just moving so quick though with some of those artists. Some of them artists just literally came out, just did they verse real quick, like T.I. T.I. was in and out so damn fast. And it was just some of that stuff was just annoying to me. Cause then here come the new artists, and it was so predictable. After you heard like four older artists, all right, here's them, and you knew it was coming. You knew it was coming and it was happening, and they just kept doing it. I'm just like, oh man, y'all trying to, like I said, y'all, this new phase of hip hop that y'all trying to bring in is like, it's like really ruining hip hop, in my honest opinion. It's ruining it. I can't relate to none of that. I
It
can't,
is.
man.
It's because it's not art. It's missing art. Brandon hit it on the nail. It is missing art. I don't care if y'all trying to rhyme, be on the beat, be off the beat, which I
Yeah,
hear most of the time. All of that. It's not art. It's not.
yeah.
And unless somebody argue differently with some facts, it's a lot
And
of
it's
that out
just so
here that's not
weird.
art.
And it's just so weird. Like I said, if you want to do something right nowadays, and they're remixing songs way too much. These new artists
Right.
remix songs way too much, and they're always remixing in their opposite gender. Like, why are all these female artists remixing male songs? Why?
Mhm.
Why don't y'all remix some of the older female tracks? They're steady remixing male song
Yes.
after male song, and that's like, what the hell? And then they come out and then they want to be hard and they rapping and all this, but then they got all these girls right next to them, like shaking ass and all of this right there next
Right.
to them. And that's so backwards because male artists didn't do that. male artists, rap artists did not come out and have a whole bunch of dudes on them. No, they came out with women. So that's like backwards too. Like if you want to do something, do it right. Why are you
But it's
trying to
just
make it all
showing you
hard and doing this
how
and
they
that, but you here with a whole bunch of chicks twerking
that's
and
that's
and
just
go?
showing you how they really just trying to be like the man. They not
Yeah.
really trying to do their own. They're literally trying to be like the man, including having the women dancing.
Right, including having the women there too. And that's just trying to be too much. And you're not good at it. Like I said, you're coming off corny. You're coming off. Go listen to some of these albums these older artists made. You could feel it. You could tell that music was so damn good. It'll be in your soul and it'll make you do some shit. Like I've been recently listening to the Biggie greatest hits. And man, that shit is just so deep. Like it, like just man, the way the dude was rapping and the way he was flowing, like that man really could change some shit with the way he rap. It's like some shit you could really feel. And again, nothing but classics. Now, like this stuff, I just don't feel it. Like I feel like that y'all just don't have that same energy. I feel like a lot of y'all are just pretenders and wannabes and not really with that and just doing it just because apparently it's trendy when in reality, this ain't gonna last for long. Like I said, this stuff ain't gonna sell like that. That stuff ain't gonna sell like that. So that's why I felt like they had to use a lot of the older artists. Brandon said, yep, it's missing art and missing creativity. Every generation has talent, but the originality is gone. Everybody wants to be a drill rapper, in my opinion. That hurt hip hop, yep. And that really did hurt hip hop. Because now you're doing it and like you said, there is no it used to be more options too, and I think that's what made hip hop so great too. Like, in like the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s. It's like you had artists that you like, but then you had a whole bunch of other artists at the same time that were different that you like too. And I don't really feel like that today with a lot of it's only a few of them I could click to and vibe with a little bit. But majority of them, man, I just don't feel like y'all are that different or doing enough to put yourself out there to make somebody really want to stick to you and really want to hear and whatever you do. I don't know what's really going on here. And then it's like you're putting it right in our faces. Y'all showing us all of this stuff from the past that we love so much. It's like you reminding us about how great it really was, because it was great. A lot of that stuff was his. A lot of that stuff could sell millions and will still sell to this day. And then you throw this at us and then expect us to get clicked to it like how we was clicking to the older stuff. Like, come on now. Come on now. I think that's where the BET Awards really kind of had a problem with. Now, I'm not saying you can't use them, but do it better and make them better. Like, get some better ones out here. Like, because right now, the ones y'all got are just, oh man, it'll make you change the channel. You'll be like, man, skip this. I'll come back to when Ja Rule come on. Or I'll come back when Big Daddy Kane come on. I'll come back. Shit, they had artists more around that time too. I wish they would have had LL Cool J. Now that would have been cool. But nah, LL wasn't there. Um man,
Here
oh
I
man.
come. I'm trying to put my charge on in here before my phone dies. Hold up.
Okay.
What the heck?
Now you off mute.
Hold on.
Straight up. But I'm just right now. I'm just trying to think. I just kind of got into this, and it was a few days ago. I was gonna write down some more of the people that was there, but it was just so many, so many. But back, I guess I'll talk more about the female artists a little bit. Like a lot of those female artists back in the day, I really thought were cool, and I really thought were like something you could listen to. Like for example, like MC Light. I used to love MC Light. Like I grew up listening to her as a kid, man, and she was good. And they ain't do nothing with MC Light. I mean, she was there, but they just had her basically just being the announcer and stuff. That was about it. I wish they would have brung a lot of the older female rappers. They had Yo Yo though. Yo Yo was there, so that was cool. We got to see her. Um, Oh, it was a lot. I think they did have Rod Digger. They had Rod Digger. They didn't have Foxy Brown. Missy Elliott, they showed a tribute. Like they did a little quick thing with Missy Elliott, but nothing with Missy Elliott. That would have been cool to get Missy. You know, Missy, she's a legend, in my honest opinion. She's a legend. No Debrat. No, the brat could have been there. Oh well, I guess she got. Matter of fact, never mind. I guess she has other things going on right now. But the brat would have been nice. Let me get to these comments. I like Crunk, Hyphy, horrorcore, bounce, trap, and G funk. Those are my favorite subgenres of rap. Yeah, I like a lot of those too. Bounce, trap. Oh man, I like honestly. I will. There are genres that I do listen to a little bit more than others. But then you know how it is when you get in a certain mood and you want to hear certain music, and I listen to a lot of other music as well. You know, I listen to man, damn near it all if it's good. What's up, Mia? Oh, you right. You right, Mia. She said Ice T and NWA. Yep. There was no Ice T there or no Ice Cube. Neither one of them. So that right there, hip hop. Ice Cube is definitely hip hop. Ice T, he's hip hop too. He's hip to hip hop too. I was more of an Ice Cube fan than an Ice T fan, but he's definitely hip hop. Wasn't there? Was Run DMC there? I think Run DMC was there. Mia said old school always be the hits. Yeah, old school be the bangers. Be the bangers. I'm still, man, I turned up though. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of those songs that came out when they came on, I got hyped. I got hyped, you know, because it was very nostalgic. It was very nostalgic. And I like that. And I like that they had all of them. It's kind of like crazy though, because it's like I felt like again, it's like they should have had more time. Like you don't really see this with other award shows. You don't really see this, but with them, they all just come out like clockwork, you know. And it was just amazing just to hear all of that stuff, and then just to just see it because it's true. You cut on a lot of stuff today, and it's like repetitive as hell. The a remake of something that already was there. And I know people back in the day used to make remakes too, but not to this. Like this is just a lot. And if you
It is
gonna
a
make a
lot.
good remake, make a good remake. Don't miss say
Hey
I like
Mia.
2000 the best.
Um,
Me too. My favorite, I like 80s a lot too. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Shit, I like Will Smith, man. Like, Will Smith, like in the 80s, man, that shit was dope. I still fuck with that today. I kind of like newer Will, you know, the new Will, Here Comes Men in Black Will, you know, I kind of like that, you know, let's get jiggy with it. But the 80s Will, man, now that's the Will I like, man. Man, he had a brand new funk, a brand new funk, a brand new. Boom, 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 and then he just get the like Will Smith had a fucking good ass rap, man. His rap was damn good, but people kind of forget about it, you know, because he became such a big actor. But man, Will Smith low key could rap people under the damn table. Another person who should have been there that wasn't there. You there, Dre?
I am, but my phone is about to die. So I'm like, I'm gonna either have to switch to the tablet or something, because this is about to
Oh,
die, and it's
well,
not letting me charge it
it's
while I'm in
okay.
the stream. For some reason, it won't let me charge it while I'm in the stream. Because I'm like, my charger, I know it's working,
Uh huh.
but I'm trying to charge it and it won't do anything. And I think that's because I'm in the stream. And I
Uh,
was just looking for my other charger. That's what I was doing. And I couldn't find it, but my charger worked. It's so random. But I think it's because I'm in the stream. I don't know. I just don't want it to die. So I'm like, you want me to get back in real quick with the tablet?
it's okay. You know what? We going on an hour, so we can do the updates maybe another time. But I'll just talk to them a little bit more about who I think should have been there, and then I'm gonna
Okay.
wrap it up. It's all good. But we can get another one cracking one day.
Okay, because I don't want you to end this. It's juicy, but I'm like, my phone is under 10% now. And it won't charge. Okay, guys. Well, you
It's
know
all
what? We
right.
can give.
We'll be back.
Okay. Well, this been dope, and like, yeah. So if to rate the BET Awards real quick. Okay. So because they did all that crazy stuff with all that dang on new music, from one to what? 1 to 5. I would
One to
give
10.
it
1 to 10.
one 1 to 10.
Yeah.
Okay. From 1 to 10, I would give it a 6.5.
Okay.
From 1 to 10. I enjoyed all the other music though. Like the other music outweighed the new music anyway, so it ain't like they just drowned us with that crap.
Mm-hmm.
Well. So I still enjoy watching it. I enjoy watching it every year because that's just even if I don't like new music, whatever, I just still
Uh-huh.
like it to see what's happening. Because that's our stuff.
Right.
BT Awards.
It only happened once a year.
So yeah, so it was. I enjoy watching it. It's a big event in our house. So thanks for everybody for being here. Thanks for all the
I gotta check that person
congratulations.
out too, big dog man. You said Player Fly. I gotta look him up. But go ahead, Dre.
Thanks for being here. Thanks for all the congratulations. We do have our baby boy. He's doing fine, and he was 8 pounds, so he's a juicy little one. And that's just gonna be our little update for now. Just thank you so much. We're so grateful and blessed, and I will see y'all next time. Let me go handle my mommy business and find out how to charge this phone. Thanks for being here, y'all. Meow. I'll be in the chat though. Peace.
Peace out, Dre. Okay. Now another person who I felt should have been there that wasn't there was Twister. Where was Twister at? Like, come on, man, Twister, like that would have been really good. Like, man, Twister could have came out there, did like so many tracks. What happened to David Banner? David Banner, David Banner, David Banner, David Banner. What happened to Lil Flip? What happened to Lil Flip? Y'all remember Flip? Now who they want? Flip, 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 Flip. Game over. What happened to Lil Flip? It's so many more. It's so many more. What's up, Roar? What's happening, man? You know, but we did get a lot though. I mean, we got Dougie Fresh though. We got Dougie Fresh, and Dougie Fresh, man, he was in the zone. I ain't even gonna lie, that dude was in the zone. He came out there and man, he killed it. Dougie Fresh came out there and killed the Dougie. Made me want to get up and do. Matter of fact, I probably did get up and start doing it. I'd be like Smooth. And he was just murdering it. Dougie Fresh did his damn thing. Eric Sermon was there too. Um, it was so much, man. What about Cameron? Cameron? Shit. Cameron was fucking tight. Joel Santana, he was tight as hell. Where were they at? Shit, you could have had them. You said Player Fly used to be known as Lil Fly until he left 3 6 Mafia in 1995 and changed into Player Fly. He used to have beef with 3 6. Oh, wow. Because they had a lot. They really had a lot, man. They had a lot. I thought, I'm looking at the clock. I'm like, man, it's like 3.5 hours. They still going. They still got mugs coming out performing and doing what they had to do. I'm like, yes, yes, this is what I'm talking about. They had D Nice. They trying to bring D Nice back. Y'all remember D Nice? My name is D Nice. D Nice. Hey, my name is D Nice. D Nice. Yeah, they had D Nice there. Like I said, no Jay Z. Jay Z should have been there. Oh man. Oh man. It's just so many, right? It is so many artists I can go over. Cause y'all literally have 50 years, man. That's a lot. That is a lot. A lot to go through. Including hey, whatever happened to Lil Nas X? I mean, y'all was blowing him up. Y'all was blowing Lil Nas X up. What happened to him? I mean, No Lil. I mean, I know if Lil Nas X was there, I know he would have had probably one of the most wildest performances, but he wasn't. Um, some of the newer artists that weren't there though, like Lil Baby wasn't there. Some of the newer ones that we know. Man, oh man, yeah, yeah. We could definitely go on and on, but the one y'all can go look it up and go see because that list was extremely long of the artists that were there and that did perform, and even some just came out, offered awards, and that was cool too. Like I said, they also had actors. I didn't really talk much about the actors and the comedians that they had there because they definitely had them as well, but overall. I guess I'm like Dre on this one. I'm like Dre on this one. I think the show was like really like a 6. Really. Yeah. It was like a 6. And again, the performances was great. The older ones. They still got it. Oh, another person who could have been there that wasn't there, Nelly. Why wasn't Nelly there, right? Nelly, like, come on now. Nelly had hits for days. No Nelly. But yeah, I say it was like a 6, man. The nostalgia was just the greatest part, and the performances from the older artists was like the greatest part. That was definitely worth watching. But a lot of the force push from the newer ones that aren't really that great to me, in my honest opinion, and the awards being the way that they were, because I felt like the awards used to mean a little more. They used to mean more back in the day. Like, I feel like back in the day, whoever got an award, you really felt like, dang, they just won something. They just got something. It was big. Like, hey, nowadays, I feel like, okay, who cares? You won an award, whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. So that's kind of what it was. And then again, some stuff I just didn't know at all. Not saying I didn't like it, but then some stuff I just didn't know. So, all right. I hope y'all enjoyed this. This is a nice little long review. We could have covered more, but it's okay. Gotta charge stuff up, stuff like that. So I hope everybody has a good day on this Wednesday. Thank you to everyone who came into the chat, man. I appreciate all y'all who showed up. It was really fun listening to y'all opinions and what y'all thought, about the show and about music in general. That was cool. Please hit that like button. Please hit that like button, and comment. You can come back, comment. I'll check it out. Dorman said 3-6 Mafia, Hot Boys, Bone Thugs, and Harmony. Oh, yeah, Bone Thugs. Man, I used to love Bone Thugs and Harmony, man. That would have been cool to see them, too. Screwed Up, Click, and True are my favorite rap groups. I used to really like True as well. True, man. I used to love their albums, bro. Man. In the 90s, oh, God. That's taking me back to my childhood. Juvenile, man. I used to love Juvenile. I thought Juvenile was pretty good, I wish we could have seen Juvenile. It's a little weird we got Redman, but we ain't get Method Man. Did not get Method Man, but we got Redman, though. So that was weird. Like, that would have been cool to see Redman and Method Man together, But, all right, everybody. Thanks for coming through, man. I really appreciate it, everyone. I hope y'all have a good day. Take care, and see you guys later. Peace out.